Hey, have you seen that article on the 7 tips for delivering high-impact technical SEO audits?
Oh, you mean the one by Paul DeMott? Yeah,
Yeah.
I just read it. Fascinating stuff.
Right? I was really struck by how he emphasizes focusing on impact over quantity.
Yeah, the whole less is more approach. It's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it?
Exactly. But it makes so much sense. I mean, bombarding clients with a 40-page audit is overwhelming. It's better to hone in on the changes that really move the needle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the Pareto principle in action. 20% of the issues cause 80% of the problems.
Totally. And applying the theory of constraints helps identify those bottlenecks.
Right.
Instead of fixing every little thing, you target what's actually holding the site back.
So he also mentioned using the ICE framework to prioritize recommendations.
Yeah, impact, confidence, and ease of execution. It's a great way to rank what's most beneficial.
But, sometimes it's hard to assess the ease of execution, especially if you're not familiar with the client's platform.
True. That's why he suggests consulting with a developer to get accurate execution scores.
Exactly.
It prevents recommending something that's technically unfeasible.
Right, and that ties into his point about considering technical feasibility and development priorities.
Yeah. It's crucial to align SEO recommendations with what's actually doable on the development side.
It builds trust with the client and their tech team when you respect their limitations.
Definitely. And speaking of clients, I loved his tip about educating them.
Oh, for sure. Turning the audit into a learning experience so they understand the why behind each change.
Exactly. It leads to better buy-in and long-term success. When clients grasp the principles, they're more likely to implement recommendations.
And it strengthens the consulting relationship. It's
Right.
a win-win.
Also, starting with keyword analysis before diving into automated tools was a great point.
Yeah, sometimes we rely too much on those tools.
Yep.
They can miss the bigger picture that you get from analyzing keywords and traffic patterns.
Exactly. Automated tools might flag every little issue, but not all of them matter for the client's goals.
It's about context, right? Focusing on the keywords that actually drive traffic and revenue.
Yes?
Yeah.
And then identifying technical issues that directly affect those important keywords.
So, did you see his thoughts on providing prescriptions over descriptions?
Absolutely. Instead of just listing problems, you give actionable solutions.
Exactly.
Clients need that guidance.
It's like going to the doctor and getting a diagnosis but no treatment plan.
Haha, right.
Yeah.
You have a broken arm. Okay, now what?
Thanks for telling me.
Exactly, so providing key takeaways and next steps is essential.
I was a bit skeptical about leveraging AI in audits.
Really? Why's that?
Well, I thought it might take away from the personalized touch or even lead to inaccuracies.
I get that concern, but DeMott makes a good point about using AI to enhance efficiency, not replace human insight.
Yeah, he mentions using AI for bulk tasks, like generating title tags or
Exactly.
headers. It saves time, but still requires our expertise to guide it.
Precisely. It's about balancing technology with professional judgment.
That's fair. I can see how it could free us up to focus on more strategic elements.
Exactly, and we can spend more time on analysis and client education.
Speaking of which, his point about measuring improvements is so important.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Setting up metrics to validate the impact of changes helps show the value of our work.
And it provides feedback for us to refine our strategies.
Right. It's a continuous improvement loop. If we can't measure it, maybe it wasn't worth recommending in the first place.
That's a good point. We need to ensure our recommendations are impactful and measurable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It all circles back to focusing on what truly makes a difference.
This article really reshaped the way I think about audits.
Same here. I think implementing these tips will lead to better results for our clients.
Agreed. It's about delivering value, not just ticking boxes.
Absolutely. So, ready to revamp our audit process?
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Time to make some impactful changes.